Hello everyone, this is Adventure 4904. Welcome to the stream. So I've been away for quite a while, sorting out my hardware stuff. I finally managed to got my PC running again. It was just a nightmare sorting this out, but I finally found a solution, which is to split the PC into two, which is allows me to give one of my PC just to run Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the other one just to do the streaming. So we are back, and I think the last time, the last flight that I did in MSFS was doing the Caribbean tour. So here we are today, continuing the tour, and today we are flying from Punta Cana, which is Mike Delta Papa Charlie, to San Juan, which is an airport in San Juan, Puerto Rico, sorry, is called TJSJ. The actual name for it will be here. This is the flight plan that I've created. You can find this flight plan in my Discord if you want to join along. I'm in the Southeast Asia server. So this is the lake that we're going today. It's been a while. We're supposed to be done with this tour, but we're flying from Punta Cana International MDPC all the way to Louis Munoz Marin, which is Tango Juliet Sierra Juliet. Okay, but along the way we'll be doing some detours, like probably doing a touch and go in Rafael Hernandez airport, and then detouring down to this Arecibo Observatory, which looks like a BushTalk radio POI, which will probably be interesting. We might do a touch and go in Antonio, Nery, what's the other name, I can't remember, TJAB, and then we'll find our way to the airport just for today's flight. And then we will continue onwards to the other islands as we go along down to the north of South America, and we end up finishing this tour in TNCV, Flamingo International. Alright, that's the plan. Alright, good to be back, and good to be on Twitch again. So let's depart this airport and be on our way. So this is Skypark. I'm going to choose this particular lake over here. So now we are actually located in the airport here. It's not going to be a direct flight though. We're going to do some detours along the way. Right, okay, I'm going to put this aside for now, and let's jump into the aircraft and let's start it up. So this is the Piper Turbo. I think I'm not going to use this Garmin over here. I'm going to use the less
Punta Cana Resort and Club is a resort and residential community located in Punta Cana, La Altagracia Province, Dominican Republic, established in 1969 by businessman and hotelier Frank Rainieri and Theodore Keel, a New York labor lawyer. The area now encompasses over 15,000 acres and includes Tortuga Bay Hotel, the Westin Punta Cana, a 6-senses spa, an ecological reserve, 5 residential communities, 9 restaurants, a full-service marina, 2 golf courses, and the Punta Cana International Airport.
Alright, so that was the BushTalk radio coming on. So there's already some interesting POIs that BushTalk radio will come on and tell you exactly where we are and what it's all about. Yeah. Just checking on the exterior whether we got everything okay. Let's check the flight controls. Rudder, cool. Right, jump back inside. Alright, let's make sure that I'm going to use the GNS 350 for today. Just this one is good, will be good enough. Fuel, let's take off fuel. We got 60%, that's 57, no, not enough. Let's make it to 80% of fuel. Nah, let's make it 70%. Those will be too heavy to fly. Okay. Everything looks good. I'm gonna store this guy away by clicking this button over here. Okay. Right, let's just open that door for a minute so we can shout. Okay, let's start baby up. This is the Turbo 4. It has a different way of starting up. All right, let's bring all this thing down, make sure that our CBs are all in. Okay, the air vent is closed, the alternate air let's select the fuel. Let's use the left tank for today, and then we'll swap it around as we go along. Brakes engaged. One more time. Yep, okay. Let's check the flaps. Flaps are working. Yep, that's down. One more time. Full flaps. Alright, flaps are working. Alright, so I think we can start. Let's make sure that the QNH is set to the airport elevation. Okay, let's start this up. I'm gonna switch on the batteries. Okay, let's switch on the fuel flow. Let's put that halfway, props to full. Everything looks good. A bit of throttle in. Switch on our beacon to let people know that we are about to start the aircraft. It's on, yeah. And yeah, we can start the engine now. Bring up the RPM to about 1,000. Switch on the lights. Okay. Right, let's check with the ATC which runway we should take off from today. Let's connect to ground. Clearance. We are departing east, so let's do depart east.
Punta Cana ground Piper Alpha Delta Victor 494 with whiskey, request taxi for takeoff east departure.
Piper Alpha Delta Victor 494 taxi to and hold short of runway 08 using taxiway Alpha Delta Echo cross runway 09 Echo. Contact tower on 118.775 when ready.
Okay, runway 8, yeah.
Taxiing hold short runway 08 via taxiway Alpha Delta Echo cross runway 09 Echo Piper 494.
Okay, we can taxi to runway 8. Let's switch off the pump. We don't need that. We'll do that for takeoff. Lights are on. Landing lights are off for now. Okay. Cool. Let's go. I'm gonna release the brakes, and off we go. I'm guessing runway 8 is somewhere on the... Yep, it's the other way around. Right, looks good. Okay, we'll hold short here as requested by the ATC. Put on the parking brakes. Let's talk to ATC tower. Request takeoff.
Punta Cana Tower Piper Alpha Delta Victor 494 at runway 08 ready for departure. Departure to the east.
Piper Alpha Delta Victor 494, altimeter 30.05 wind 0907 at tree 2. Departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 08.
Let's acknowledge that.
Cleared for takeoff runway 08 Piper 494.
Okay. Let's go. Brakes off. Transponder to Alt. Put on the fuel pump. Runway is clear. We'll be needing the flaps for this one. We won't be needing the flaps, so alright. Landing lights on. And we'll be cruising at about 5,000 feet. Alrighty. Power to 2000. Engine looks okay. Let's go. $80 knots. Let's go. Gears up.
Piper 494 continue for east departure.
Punta Cana Tower Piper Alpha Delta Victor 494 continue for east departure.
Piper 494 leading my airspace frequency change approved.
2,000 feet. Acknowledge frequency change.
Punta Cana Tower Piper Alpha Delta Victor 494 frequency change.
Let's set the heading bug. And I'm going to switch on the autopilot for heading. Switch off the fuel pump and the landing lights. Okay, we are at 5,000 feet, and a while ago, still a long way to go. Our ETE is 55 minutes, distance to go is 106 nautical miles. Right, we are coming up to, you can see some land over there. Right, let's have a look at our little map, see how far we are away from Rafael Hernandez Airport. We do a touch and go here. we'll do a touch and go runway 8, right? And then we'll proceed down to this POI and onwards to this airport over here to land. You can see the airport from here. Let's do let's do descending now. Let's switch off that and then bring the power down. Let's put lean and switch on the landing lights. We'll keep the autopilot heading on, and after touch and go we're gonna turn to, let's take this off for now. We're gonna turn right to 126. Yeah, 126. Passing 1,500 feet, we can see the airport from here. Level off at 1,000. Level off here. 1,002 actually. Yeah. Let's request a touch and go from ATC. Rafael Hernandez, Tune Tower, touch and go.
Tower Piper Alpha Delta Victor 494 is 7 miles west 1,100 feet with Sierra touch and go.
Piper Alpha Delta Victor 494 tower. Altimeter 30.06 wind 09 or 9 or at 30. Fly straight at runway 8.
Okay, we got a clearance to land at runway 08. Autopilot off.
Piper 494 go around.
Going around Piper 494.
Cessna 4 Charlie Sierra go around.
Okay, looks like we're not gonna do a landing here because we were just told to go around. We're gonna proceed to our next destination. Let's level off at 3,000. And the next destination is PYO here. It's an observatory. Heading of 126, and then we'll head back to the north and land at runway. Land this airport. Luis Munoz. It's done for the day. Let's check the alerts. Not supposed to be here. Never mind about that. Let's have a look at the observatory. We want to see what's inside here. What is that? Oh, okay. It's one of those things that I think they will shoot some frequencies to the space or something, right? Okay, see, it's not really modeled properly, but I wish they had. It's just like a dish that was embedded into the ground, I think. I've seen some of this in some movies. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, cool. Let's now proceed to the next destination. So, what was it 048 earlier? Okay, cool. We are on the way to the next destination, which means we are on our way to... I'm not going to do a touch and go here. I'm just going to pass by the airport and then turn right and go to this next POI, which is the Castillo San Felipe del Morro. So after which we're going to turn right to 1002. That's the airport over there. Antonio Nery Juarbe. Juarbe Pol. Let's turn right now. 102. Uh, 999? Can't be that far. Or 38 nautical miles. Yeah, flying at 101 knots. That's a very strong headwind. Okay, let's check whether we are heading to the right direction. Yeah, we are. Maybe slightly off, but I'm gonna go to this little coastline over here. Have a look at what's over here. And let's do a bit of... turn to the left here.
Laguna Tortuguero Natural Reserve is a natural reservoir located between the municipalities of Vega Baja and Manatí in Puerto Rico. The lagoon is one of only 2 natural reservoirs in the island of Puerto Rico and is home to an ample variety of species. Tortuguero Lagoon Nature Reserve is the only freshwater lagoon in Puerto Rico. It contains about 708 million gallons of water. The reserve was designated in 1979 through a program of Coastal Zone Management PR. It is located between the municipalities of Vega Baja and Manatí. It covers approximately 2.43 square kilometers. It is divided into 2 main parts, in the east and northeast, the Laguna Grande, and in the south, the Laguna Rica. A swamp located northeast of the pond, El Cabo Caribe, includes one of the most important areas of the reserve as a source of nesting and feeding waterflow ecosystem. Generally, Tortuguero is made up of swamps, marshes, soils of silica sand and hills. Although not a forest, its variety of rare endemic plants and flowers has earned it a place amongst the most important reserves in Puerto Rico, just after El Yunque, Toro Negro State Forest and the Forest of Maracay.
So that's the POI, Castillo San Felipe del Morro. Let's go down to about 1,000 feet.
Laguna Tortuguero Natural Reserve is a natural reservoir located between the municipalities of Vega Baja and Manatí in Puerto Rico. The lagoon is one of only 2 natural reservoirs in the island of Puerto Rico and is home to an ample variety of species. Tortuguero Lagoon Nature Reserve is the only freshwater lagoon in Puerto Rico. It contains about 708 million gallons of water. The reserve was designated in 1979 through a program of Coastal Zone Management PR. It is located between the municipalities of Vega Baja and Manatí. It covers approximately 2.43 square kilometers. It is divided into 2 main parts, in the east and northeast, the Laguna Grande, and in the south, the Laguna Rica. A swamp located northeast of the pond, El Cabo Caribe, includes one of the most important areas of the reserve as a source of nesting and feeding waterflow ecosystem. Generally, Tortuguero is made up of swamps, marshes, soils of silica sand and hills. Although not a forest, its variety of rare and
Okay, let's prepare for
plants and
landing.
flowers
We are
has
about
earned it a place
1,004,
amongst the most
1,003
important
feet.
reserves in Puerto Rico,
Let's
just after El
full
Yunque,
props,
Toro
landing
Negro
lights are
State
on.
Forest and the Forest of Maracay.
And we need to ask permission to land. Yes. ATC San Juan approach. US Airport. Fernando Luis Marin. Oh, there you go. Tower. Full stop landing.
San Juan Tower, Piper Alpha Delta Victor 4904 is 5 miles west 1,500 feet with Quebec to land.
FPS. About 70 knots landing speed, just nice. Okay, feet on the rudder pedals. Ah, it's a rough one. We are live. Okay. Alright, landing gears, the brakes are on. Switch off the radios. Go off. Lights off. Cut the fuel. Batteries off. Okay. And ignition off. Cool. Alright, we got everything. Right. So we are finally here.